Anyway, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. What you're saying reminds me something.
Yeah.
A friend of mine said, women tend to think that men have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes women are expecting something and they don't communicate it well.
Yeah.
When it's not done, they are frustrated and they throw tantrums.
Yeah.
And then when the man said, but what is it? No, you didn't do A, B, C, D. But you didn't tell me. No, you should have known because you are a man.
Yes.
You should have known.
So men are carrying this burden of you should have known.
Yeah.
So we normally tell people that, though a man is a man,
Yeah.
he's supposed to know a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah.
But cut him some slack. Communication is a key,
Yeah.
which is one of the topics we're going to bring within the topic of divorce.
Yeah.
Most people fail because they fail to communicate what they want clearly. They don't articulate it well.
Yes.
They live with expectations, and when the expectations are not met, they get frustrated and disappointed. So many people are disappointed by their own expectations rather than the person they think disappointed them.
Yeah, true. Man, I'm telling you, our relationships are good. Yes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us. As my husband said, communication is very, very important in any relationship.
Okay.
Be it a romantic relationship or a relationship between you and your kids. Communication is very important.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you find mothers that beat up the kids, but they had not communicated very clearly what the kids should do.
Yeah.
Then they start beating them up.
Yeah.
But mom, you didn't say it
You didn't say it well,
You
yeah.
get it? So it's in marriage, it's very, very important.
Yeah.
Communicate, voice out what you want, what your husband, you would like him to do, because he won't just guess
True.
that you want this, you are in need of that, or you love being taken out on your birthday or your anniversary and all that, because other men, they were never taught like that.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to teach him.
Yeah, true.
Not yelling and shouting at me. So he doesn't do that. Why? Because I taught him that I want to be treated this way, not the other way around.
And he understood your language.
Communication, yes.
And my voice can be loud, yeah?
Yeah.
Very.
Very loud. Yeah.
When I'm excited, my voice goes. Even when I'm on the phone,
Yeah.
I start like, hello, how are you? And then before you know it, I say, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
And then she comes in front of me and she,
You're
go
making
down.
noise, you're making
Then
noise,
she
man.
reminds me, oh, I'm up again.
Yeah, yeah.
So in the beginning of our marriage, when I'm excited or upset,
Yeah.
I would raise my voice, not with the intention to really yell.
It's just how you are.
It would happen. And then she would like look at me and say nothing. And then I would feel like, this woman, I'm talking to you and you are not saying anything.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. Then we would fight over nothing.
Yeah.
Then we sat down and she said, listen, when you talk to me, I will listen to you.
Yeah.
I am not stubborn. But once you yell at me, you confuse me.
Oh, yeah.
So I will not know what to say. So when she says, I taught my husband how to treat me, don't want people to think that she was abusing me or there was a problem. But she communicated it well,
Yeah,
that
true.
this is what works with me.
Yeah.
We need to talk as civil people.
Yeah, true.
And today we don't have a problem like
Yeah,
that.
it's
You
Of
understood
course,
each other.
even
It was
on
clear.
his side, like as we said that we communicated that for me, I want you to talk to me this way. And then he told me as well that for me, a woman doesn't matter how beautiful she is, but if she's disrespectful, for me, even the beauty fades away.
Character.
So I know that even when I talk to him,
You must
I don't,
be
I
respectful.
must be respectful, even though I am stern in my voice, but I'm respectful.
Wow.
Wow.
That's nice.
Very clear,
yeah.
very clear with each
You
other.
talked about communication, and one of the things that rang into my mind is I think with communication there has to be patience. You can't say you're communicating without patience. Because I have seen this in many relationships where a guy maybe says, if I fail to understand something, and my wife has elaborated something and I fail to understand, I can't say, I beg your pardon. Yeah. And I ask why. And then they say, each time I ask my wife, I beg your pardon, or ask my husband, I didn't get you on that one there. He just barks at me. What can't you understand? I've just said this, things like that. So it brings us back to patience at the end of the day. Yeah.
Communication must not be rude.
Yeah.
It must not be harsh. It must not be demeaning and disrespectful. Because sometimes it's not what you said, but how you said
said
it.
Yeah.
I can say to you, Isaac, you're so stupid. You don't use your mind.
Yeah.
You don't think.
Yeah.
But I can also say to you, Isaac, next time, before you take such decisions, you need to think very well.
Yeah.
I said the same thing, but differently.
Differently,
The first one will annoy you, but the second one will make
Calm
you
you down,
think,
yeah.
and you will accept it. Oh, I'm sorry. So next time I will. So communication is very, very important.
Yeah, true.
When you communicate something, either to your spouse or your kids or anyone, you need to remember, what do you want to achieve? What is the purpose of this communication? So if in the process I'm going to annoy you, I'm not going to reach the purpose.
You won't.
You are just going to leave my presence saying, how could he say that to me? So you will not see your mistake.
Yeah, true.
Because instead of sitting down and communicate, well,
Yeah.
I yelled at you, I insulted you, I
Yeah.
degraded you. So you're not going to see your mistake at all.
Yeah, true.
So communication has to go with the purpose we want to achieve. What is the objective of this meeting?
Yeah.
I must do all means to if I want my wife to change from a habit, or my husband, if I'm a woman, I need to achieve that.
yeah.
I need to do it in such a way that we are not going to show who's the boss, who's stronger.
Yeah.
We want to solve this problem.
Okay.
So by
not
all
about
means,
winning.
exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody wins.
Nobody
Yeah.
wins, yeah.
It's the marriage that must win.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to bring that point. You brought the point I was
Yeah.
going to talk about later, but I will bring to.
We have a question from Albert. Sorry.
Yes.
Albert says, "Thank you so much for the show. I failed to share my question last week. I hope you start with me. Actually, sent it in the morning. He said, my wife does not listen.
Yeah.
She does not listen. How am I going to handle her? Because it really frustrates me."
Whoa.
But I was wondering, what does a man mean when he says his wife does not
not
listen?
Yeah, it's a broad question.
Yeah,
it's
like-
a broad question. It is.
I once said to my wife, you know what your problem is? You do not listen. You are stubborn.
I'm guilty.
And and I said that, and I said more things that I don't want to repeat now. We were younger then, just 1 year married.
Yeah.
But it comes back to what she said. It's because she did not want to be yelled at.
Yeah.
And
you
my
didn't
voice
know.
goes up. I didn't know.
And then you lose her there.
Oh, yeah.
So I lost it there. She would just keep quiet and shut down.
And then she moves.
So I concluded that this woman doesn't listen. She's stubborn. She's proud. She's arrogant. Until we sat down and I understood where she came from. And I used to think she's authoritative. She's commanding. Then I had to
Firstborn.
sit down. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a firstborn.
Yeah, she's the firstborn.
That is a firstborn.
Yeah.
Firstborn. We should actually talk about firstborns.
Firstborns, man.
We are not
Not a joking subject, man.
No.
Firstborns, man.
No.
They're always, you have to,
Yeah.
it's authoritative and, man, why are you
how we
telling
are.
me this? Why you know, things like that, yeah.
Because they grow up,
Taking care of
taking
everyone.
care
Yeah,
of
everyone,
everyone.
yeah.
Yes.
A firstborn learns to be a father at a young age or
Yes.
a mother at a
Yeah.
young age.
Yes.
Because mommy says, take care of your siblings.
And you
Yeah,
must.
Yeah.
You must.
Yeah.
So it grows with you that you are used to give orders
Yes.
and make sure that they are
Things are
followed.
followed, yeah.
So that when mommy comes back, you give a report.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we tend to take that to our marriage.
Man, I hated
Yes.
that. I really hated it, man. My mom would give me instructions, and then when she goes, even when my little sister's messed up, and my mom knows it's my little sister who has messed up, she comes looking for me, and I'm like, but what do you want from me, mom?
I'm sure it's full of firstborns.
That is the responsibility that comes with being a firstborn.
Yeah.
You have a blessing of being in charge.
Yeah.
But there is that problem now that your head will be the first one to be beaten should the problem arise. So you have to know that it comes with that
Yeah, it
responsibility.
does, yeah.
Be ready to accept the glory of being in charge,
Yeah.
but also be ready to take the blame
Consequences.
when
Yeah,
things go
when
south.
things go south.
And still answering the gentleman's question,
Yeah.
I think they have to sit down and see, like, why does he think that his wife doesn't listen? Maybe there is a miscommunication there. It's just something small. It's not even something big. Because as my husband said, remember that he didn't understand. Because for me, when you yell at me, I'm not going to speak. I'll just keep quiet. So he thought I am stubborn. So maybe there is just something that he has to master when he speaks to her, and you'll find that it's something small that they will sort it out. He just has to find the root of the problem.
Sometimes it's unsolved problems.
Solve problems. Yeah. from
The
the
wife
past.
has been saying something
And she feels unheard.
and she feels unheard.
Yeah.
Then she says, I'll just keep quiet. And when he talks, I will not listen to him either. So now it's like fire with fire. Then it doesn't, two wrongs don't make one right. It doesn't work. But sometimes people don't know how to deal with what they are facing, they are going through. So the same one who's called stubborn or they don't listen, they may have a problem that they need help. If we sit down with them, we may find out that this woman, she wants to be heard. She has something she wants to take out. If someone listens to her and she voices it out, she will be a different woman. I used to say sometimes to people in the church, in the therapy of love, as we have tomorrow, that if your wife had married a different man who would treat her differently, maybe she would be a different woman. Or your husband had married a different woman who would treat him differently, he could have been a different one. So also, before you blame, look at yourself.
What are you contributing?
Exactly.
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Yeah, true.
Perfect.
Man,
What is
we're
my
really
contribution
learning-
to that situation?
The situation.
This
yeah,
is
true.
class.
You mentioned something that is very important, very vital. You talked about, sometimes it comes from the past. Maybe there is something in the past that you guys have not really settled. So maybe, let's say, for example, I was talking to her, but because I used a different tone, she understood me wrongly. Now, when time comes, because she will just decide to keep quiet and says, man, this is how he behaves. So when the time comes, even if I'm trying to communicate well, she will perceive me for the wrong person. So it becomes like, you find even the guy complains and says, but how comes each time I tell her what to do, it's like she doesn't understand what I'm or she doesn't even, perceive my communication very well. So it comes from the past.
Also, the past and also the present. I'll throw this on to my wife. The lesson for this, for people to avoid or to curb this problem, we normally say, don't shove the dirt under the rug.
Yeah, because most of the time, some people in their relationship, when there's a problem, they don't communicate. They take that problem, put it under the rug, they shove it under the rug. Then by the time you sweep your rug, it's so dusty and dirty. So because you've been piling, all that. So it's important that because by the time you remove the rug, it has piled up. So what they have to do is communication, because that if I come to my husband, if my husband comes to me and I do not talk, maybe because we've been having problems, then I shove it under the rug and all that. By the time now I explode,
Whoa!
you get it? It's going to be bad, because I'm going to bring up everything. You get it? So I think for her, that is her way of punishing her husband. Like, it's been long, I've been
I'll just ignore you.
So I'm just going to ignore you now.
And now he's feeling frustrated.
Yes.
My battery is running low. Let me just read the message before I forget it, because I read it before it blacked out. Leia Zizinga, she said she's listening in from Chirika, and she said, thank you so much for talking about communication. However, I am dating somebody, phone has blacked out, but at least I can't. I'm still dating some guy, but I heard from his circles that he was a womanizer. He always told me to be free with him. And then I openly told him, but this is what people say of you. And since then, he's been very mad at me and very angry. Was I wrong to communicate? That was the question.
For me, I think she was right to communicate, because she needs to know the truth.
Because she had.
Because she heard from people. So I don't think, also, of course, the way she is communicating is very important. You don't accuse. Because people have past, they have their past. For example, my husband has his own past. Before he became who he is today, he used to have girlfriends outside. I lived a different life.
And if you asked him, he should explain to you, that was my past.
I lived a different life from him, his, But the good thing is that he spoke about it. In our relationship, I knew already what I'm putting myself in. I knew that this man was like this before, but now he's no longer like that. So the fact that she heard about
told him,
that he was like
But looks
that.
like she's
She
getting dumped
wanted
for
to
asking.
know.
Yeah.
She wanted just to know for sure.
This is what
Of
people are
course, if she
saying.
asked it in a different way, now it's another story.
But
If
still-
you're accusing, but still, the
Still,
guy
she,
has to, he doesn't need to be angry.
she says it all had to be free,
If you change,
open,
if you change,
And she
from
was
that-
be
free and
open
open.
with me.
yeah. So if she changed,
Yeah.
he changed.
He should
doesn't
tell
need to
her.
be angry with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
you
a
could say, you know
question.
what,
I
this-
need to know your past. I need to know you.
Yeah, like you said, maybe it's not how she, maybe how she said it, but still. Now, why do you get angry if you're not guilty?
You know, he told her to be free.
Yeah.
When you give people freedom, or when you ask questions, be ready for the answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
You must be ready for the truth. So he said, be free, and she was free. He shouldn't be angry with her.
And dating, because they are in the part of dating. they haven't
Dating,
yet
yeah,
gotten
they're not married yet.
Yeah.
So you have to look out for the red flags as well.
Yeah.
That's a red flag,
You
I
know,
think, right?
It's one
Red
of the red
flag.
flags because why are you
Why
getting
so angry?
I
Why are you
must
getting
be-
angry?
You said I must be open.
Open.
Let us be
And
open.
again you-
And then you get upset.
Yeah, because somebody's,
Yeah.
I've had this. And then you're so mad at me. She's just a messenger.
That's just being a complicated person.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. No, you see, I'm just imagining this couple. Maybe one of them is planning to break up, but they don't know how to break up. So they say, "Man, please open." Then the person's like, "I've caught you. You see, you did this. I caught you. Now we are."
Yes.
I think that's the thing when you tell
Yeah.
someone to be free. And I used to think she was right. Instead of keeping it in her heart.
Yeah.
I think for me, this reaction says a lot
Yeah.
about this guy.
Flag.
I spoke to a couple that had been married for many decades. And my question to them was, what was the secret? You've been married for many decades and you seem to be very happy.
Yeah.
And this mama said, we have one secret.
Yeah.
We talk things over.
Out. Yeah, wow.
It sounds simple. We talk
it's
things
not easy.
over.
It doesn't matter how embarrassing they
Yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
What we
Do you
talk
see how
about
this one talked? She introduced a topic. She's in trouble.
But then now let's address this issue because where you say we talk things openly, there are people who would say that when it happens we shall let it go and then talk about it tomorrow. Do you have to talk about it immediately it happens? How is it supposed to be in relationships?
There is no formula, really. It depends on mutual agreement.
Yeah.
For example, my wife and I, we have this. It's our motto. No matter how bad, embarrassing,
Yeah.
demeaning, crazy it is, we will talk about it.
Yeah, true.
But we don't have a rule that we are going to talk now or tomorrow. We talk when we are ready.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to talk to my wife and I see she's upset.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to get anything here. And I told her already, in my house, you have the right to be upset. You're a human being.
Yeah, human being.
Be upset, all I care, but it can't be forever. So when I see she's okay, I say, Sisi,
Can we talk?
let us sit down and talk now.
Tips.
But
These
then-
things of getting angry.
Angry.
We call it
but
Rusirika in
listen.
Luganda.
Yeah.
Rusirika, you face
Silent.
this way,
Mm,
you
you
face
face
it
the
that
other
way.
side.
We don't talk.
But you see,
You can write a note. Do you want to eat?
I'm just trying to picture the whole thing. Now, just imagine this scenario. Okay, she has a right to get angry because she's human and we are all human. Now, when I feel you are okay and I tell you we need to talk, and then you say, I don't want to talk about anything. How do you go by that?
Now that's bad now because
Yeah.
you can't solve anything
can't.
unless you
I'm
talk
still
about it.
pissed off. I don't want to talk. I need
You have
time.
gone past by ice cream.
I need time, yeah. I need time.
No, let me take you
I
out.
need time. I also expect
But
you to
also
press harder.
Also, you have to understand
Yeah.
that you can't be angry forever.
Yes.
But also, as you said, that you are still angry at that moment. So your husband should
Should
know
know.
which button to press.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
which
should make
button
the
to
effort.
press.
Hey, make some effort.
then you
Don't
get-
just come to me and say, sorry, so,
So,
no.
come in a nice way,
Yeah, you can't be like, I said sorry.
I said sorry
Hey,
now.
hey.
What's wrong with you? Are you the first person to get angry?
Exactly.
What kind of
First
person
of
are you?
all, when you offend,
Yeah.
you need to understand that you do not have the right to tell the person when to be fine.
Fine. Yeah. Oh.
You need to apologize sincerely and leave it to them.
Yeah.
Now, when they feel that they are okay about it, let's talk about it.
But you don't keep quiet. You keep apologizing. I should see you. I should see you.
You don't have to keep apologizing. But you have to. By the guys, anger is bad.
Auntie, you have to apologize the morning, when in the evening. I don't know if you're like, I still mad. I'm sorry.
But you see, now you know what? It reminds me. There's a time I watched a video. I think it was on TikTok, and it trends a lot about because they said never go to bed mad at each other. Now there was this couple that had a fight, and they went to bed. So they were angry. Now, in the middle of the night, the lady got an asthma attack, and she begins to touch
I
the
saw
guy.
the story.
Please help me touch the guy, but she couldn't speak. So the guy was like, why
We are
would I
not
even
supposed
talk
to be
you?
talking.
I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
You see? So the guy wakes up in the morning, goes to work properly, leaves the woman in bed. He goes very early, his daily routine. Now, in the evening when he comes back, he finds the place is still disorganized. The woman is still in bed, and he's wondering what is going on. Only to go and try. Actually, he first came in and he was pissed. Only to go to find out, he found the lady was dead in bed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I think it was in Kenya.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a story that
It
went
was in
viral.
Kenya.
It was in Kenya, yeah.
So, yeah, those are one-offs. You have to keep saying sorry.
And you're like, and then there are videos I've seen of couples who say, regardless of how pissed we are, we shall always talk to each other.
Yes. Life is too short to hold grudges.
Yeah.
We've seen people, worst scenarios, people standing over the coffin of a loved one,
Yeah.
Saying sorry.
saying sorry and
They
saying,
can't hear it anymore.
yes, how much they loved
And this
them.
person never knew they were
Things
loved.
things they wish they had said when they were still alive, but they failed because of holding grudges, because of
Ego.
resentment, ego, and anger. And now the person is gone. They can't feel, they can't hear you, they can't enjoy whatever you are saying to them. So it's better to say whatever you need to say while they are still alive.
Yes.
Be angry, but do not let the sun go down while you are still angry.
And also be angry, but in your anger, do not sin.
Not seen in anger.
More lights. The women are listening.
Yeah,
Don't sin. When a woman is angry,
Yeah. Let me call my
Dangerous.
best friend. Let me call my best friend.
when women are pissed off, that's when they remember they had that trip. That's
with
when they remember
someone.
that even at work, there's this person who has been. But not only women, even men.
Even men, yeah, true.
When people are angry, a lot can go wrong.
Exactly.
A lot can happen because
Even the words
people are
that
mad
are
at
used,
each other.
The words that are
When you're
used,
speaking to each other.
Like when you are speaking to each other, then you throw words that are very painful.
And you can't take
At
them
the
back.
end, you will regret, but you have already spoken them. It's like pulling a trigger, and then it's gone.
Yeah, the
You
person
can't
is done.
bring it back. You can't take those words back. You have said them. Even if you say sorry to that person or your spouse, that I'm sorry for the words that I've used, they will accept your apology, but they will never forget what you said.
Yeah. Whoa.
That is very true. Remember last week that lady who said that she was so hurt that her husband was talking behind her back to her in-laws.
Yeah, true.
So how do you think such a woman is going to forget?
Forget.
You can't unsay what you told
Yeah,
your
words-
relatives about her.
words are
She
really
said
deep.
she wouldn't even show face.
Yeah,
So-
of course.
We
That's
need to
what
be
words
careful
do.
what we say to each other, even in our anger. Bad words are like, if you take an A4 paper from the rim,
Yeah.
as clean and neat as it is, and you squash it,
Yeah.
you really fold it, you press it, you step on it. Now, if I tell you to bring it back to its original form, even if you take the iron and iron it with the iron box,
Yeah,
you will
nothing.
not manage
Fix
to
it.
bring it back to its original form.
Yeah.
That is what the words do. We say, I'm sorry, but the damage they cause in a person's heart is irreparable. I've been told I'm a useless man. I've been told I cannot make anyone happy. And my wife has used what I confided in her with
Against me.
against me.
And
That-
vice versa.
Vice versa.
Husband could do the same.
Yeah, the husband's also saying, that's why your mother did this to you. That's why your sister did that to you.
That's why your father defiled you.
You told them in confidence.
Yes.
Now they are using that against
you.
Later, even if they are saying, I'm sorry, but the damage...
never trust them.
Exactly. That's
You
the problem.
can't, because if your partner, your husband or your wife can use something true about you to hurt you, then you don't know what else they can do with more information.
Yeah, true.
So I feel like such a marriage would be destroyed already.
Yeah, true. I have a question here. Somebody says, this is Chamagero Henry. He says, thank you so much for the show. I am really loving it. It's a very sensitive topic that really holds me. Yes. There's something I did way back, and this was something I admitted to my wife after she found out. But up to today, she has failed to forgive me. Everything will be on very well, but she won't forgive me. What can I do to let her have it pass?
Chamagero cheated.
You have to
He must
win.
have done so.
You
I don't
have
know
to
what he
win
did.
her trust.
Must have. That's what usually
must have.
hurts women that bad.
He says he
trust.
admitted what he did. Yeah.
Of course, he admitted, but it doesn't mean that everything will be fine immediately.
Because you confessed.
Because you confessed.
It happens in
because
Nigerian
you have
movies
hurt.
only.
Chineke.
Confess, I will confess.
So then now he has to make sure that he wins her trust, because when you break the trust of a woman, for her to trust you, it becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
Depending on what he did.
Yes.
Because women, for example, if it's cheating, as you said, if it's cheating, that's even more painful.
Yeah.
Because
Because if
with
he
women, there
confessed.
are many things that grow from that.
Yeah.
She has low self-esteem now.
Yeah.
True.
She
Don't
doesn't
feel
trust
fit.
you. Every time you go out, she will never trust you.
No.
She will be like wondering, what is he doing now? You are on your
Who is
phone.
he with?
She's going to think, what is he doing on the phone? So you have planted some seeds inside of her.
Yes.
So now it's your time to prove to her that you've really changed, that you will never go back to that.
Yeah.
What you did again, you cannot do it again. So win her trust first.
Because it takes
needs work.
years to build trust.
It does.
But it takes a second to destroy it.
Destroy.
So, and it's not given, it's earned. He has now to continue doing right without expecting anything from her. To prove that he's a changed man.
Yeah.
He should not, the reason he's frustrated is because he's putting a time frame. She should have forgiven me by now. It's been these years, it's been this time.
yeah.
No. Leave it like that. Just continue being that faithful man, and you'll be noticed. You will earn the trust, and that will be it.
But isn't taking so long to move on from a situation make things worse?
You know, he has come back again, and he's saying each time I do good to try to cover up for what I did. Each time I try to do good, she guilt trips me by telling me, "I know you're doing good things just to make me forget. I will not forget."
Oh, God.
Chamagero.
That's
Yeah.
That's really
I told
hard.
you that's cheating.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
it's hard.
It becomes very difficult, honestly, especially to be cheated on. Even a man, if you cheat on a man, I believe that it's the same.
When it's
Yeah.
a woman,
yeah,
hey.
So I think it's
A man will find only a message that you didn't respond to, and the whole world.
Yeah. I think he has to wait for her.
has to wait, yeah.
Because she hasn't healed from that.
Yeah.
He has to give her time to heal from that. Because it's not easy. Because as I said, it brings up a lot of things. You start thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. I wasn't like the one, maybe the one that he cheated with is better than me. You start having a lot of thoughts in your mind. So he has just to give her time to heal.
And also, we don't know the details of what happened, what he did, but sometimes people have done things that are similar for a long time. That now it's difficult, even when they tell the truth, to
For
trust
someone to
them.
believe them.
That's the problem now when we build a trend of either lies or cheating. Even when we are faithful and telling the truth, it's hard to be trusted because how do I know you're not lying this time? How do I know you're not cheating this time? So there are a lot of factors. As my wife said, it's upon him now. He has to stop expecting anything from her, just become a faithful man for his sake, not even for her. For his dignity, to regain his
build
dignity
himself,
and the rest he leaves in the hands of God.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
Man.
Hey.
Chamagero Henry, I don't know how long this was, whether it is still a fresh wound or it is. But if it is still fresh, you need to just understand,
But
just
no,
do all you can.
I was asking sometimes from either side, if you take so long, of course, forgiveness doesn't just happen, but holding on to something for so long, I feel like it could even just cause more trouble in
it
the
does,
marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if someone is trying to apologize for a month, 2 months, 3 months, eventually you'll be like, you know what?
Yeah.
And eventually a divorce comes in. Says
Yeah, of
man,
course,
you can
yeah.
just
You need to take a decision if you are going to forgive or not. Because there is a moment that you say, listen, I'm not well now. I'm not ready. And you know deep inside your heart, because this person is sincere, eventually I might forgive them. But
And they
are
want the marriage to work.
Yes, they want the marriage to work. There are those who are not going to forgive. They decided that I'm not going to forgive this guy. I'm going to punish him. I'm going to make him beg for all these 3 months. So now this is abuse now.
It is.
So you make up your mind. Are you going to forgive or not? If you say yes, but not now, we understand. But now if you're not going to forgive and you let
Then
this guy
why
back,
just let the guy go?
let him go,
And
please.
also, you know when someone is really sorry.
yeah.
And you know when someone is just
You can't tell,
Yeah,
yeah.
someone's just
so
speaking.
then she's the one who lives with the man.
Yeah.
So she knows very well as well if like he's really sorry or what. So it's a
You must
tricky
say
one.
sorry. Even when we're teaching kids to say sorry, you tell them to mean it.
You say
My
sorry and
sons,
don't even do it
when the
again.
younger one doesn't get a good sorry, he says, no, mommy.
Yeah.
He's
That's
not
not a
sorry, he
sorry.
didn't mean And he's only
He's
two,
even
3. The young one
kids,
is
they
3
know
and the older
that.
is 4.
Yeah.
But they know. They're like, no, that's not how you say sorry.
Yeah.
So,
You need to,
sorry
yeah.
must be sorry.
Yeah, if
And
it
should
is-
be back to action.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
If it is a sorry, it has to be a sorry.
It has to
Otherwise,
be
yeah.
sorry. So so many things that are happening to our relationships, but I think one of the biggest things that happens in our marriages that is causing breakups, confusion, disorder is friends.
Oh, yeah.
The friends we keep, the friends we make along the way. Some people have brought friends to their bedrooms. The whole clique of your most beautiful friends in your bedroom. When you travel, these friends come back. So all these friends who are also talking to the people's wives. Oh no, you deserve better. You're so cute. How did you end up with this man? What has he done? Don't
Just see my husband bought me an iPhone. What has your man done? For
Mama, when she's even lying when she saved her own money and bought her own iPhone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
And
true.
then you start to compare yourself with these friends who are actually telling you lies.
Yeah, true.
But friends are contributing a big. So when you're married, should you keep friends who are unmarried?
Oh wow, that is really powerful. Yeah,
They were your friends before you got married.
Yeah, it is really powerful, and still talking about why divorces are really happening. Let's do that and so much more when we come back after the short break.
listening. 97.7. 97.7. Record FM. Record FM. This is Record FM. Record FM. FM 97.7. DC's #1 hit music station. Record FM.
Fortune Spaghetti, a product of Bitco Uganda Limited, makes healthy and tasty meals with all types of sauces. Fortune Spaghetti is low in fat and a good source of energy. Fortune Spaghetti is affordable and has a long shelf life. It is easy to cook and has many health benefits. Fortune Spaghetti is available in 250 grams and 450 grams pack in your nearby shop. Available in all shops and supermarkets near you.
Ebinyimu tebiggwayo teri kuzikiza wenyigire mu virtual sports za 22bet osigalenga onyumirwa ebyemizannyo awatali komo wewandiise kati ku 22bet.ug gezesa emikisa kyo ne virtual sports za 22bet nyumirwa crash games oba casino ne slots buli luzannya guba mukisa mupya gwa kuwangula tolinda wewandiise kati wegatte ku binyumu bya 22bet.ug betting wa bulabe eri obwongo betting n'obwegendereza waba myaka 25 n'okudda waggulu.
Bannange enviiri zinfuukidde enviiri mbadde ndudde okuzinaabamu ate enkuba ng'ezikuba mwana gwe ziwonya bubi enkya nnina embaga ya muganda wange oba nkole ntya binsobedde sirina budde bugenda mu saluuni kuzinaaba.
Label hair mist ebyo byonna tabirabamu kwata gwofuuyire mu nviiri zo.
Wow, nga kawunya bulungi.
Kuma enviiri zo nga ziwonya bulungi olunaku lwonna kozesa Label hair mist. Label hair mist, freshness for every hairstyle.
Alo.
Ensebo mwami mukasa.
Mutyanneeyo.
Yono broka.
Yenze broka wa mayumba.
Bangambye ne nnyumba zammwe nnungiko.
Kituufu. Oyagala bisenge bimeka?
Nga 3.
Ebbeeyi bagigambye?
Bangambye 5.
Nedda ssebo eno zaali nnyamuuko.
Lwaki?
Anti langi gye tusiigisa ya mulembe. Kati ne valiyo ekitundu yalinnya.
Musiigisa ki?
Global Paints.
Mutya.
Ku siiringi tukozesa Global Mat. Ate munda ne tukozesa Global Silk Vinyl.
Singa kwetaga wabweru.
Wabweru tukozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion.
Kusiiga gye musiiga. Ogwo omutindo ogusasulira ssente zonna.
Guli wumite.
Global Paint, a reliable product. DC's #1 hit music station. Hey, look, I'm listening to Record FM. Show me now. 'Cause when I take it to the floor, ooh, you gotta get down. You know what to do. Music right now.
Intimate vibe with a local.
We play for you latest hits. Ubono, Winida. You're now listening 97.7 Record FM. Record FM. Eno, your people's voice, ku 97.7 Record FM. This is the people's voice. The people's voice. Okuva ku ssaawa 2 paka ku nyezo ekiro. Brought to you by the Universal Church of the Kingdom of God.
And yes, indeed, the people's voice. It is on 977 Record FM. Time check is 49 after It's 49 after the 8 o'clock hour this evening, and we're still talking and still having a conversation about divorce. Though we started with communication, but that is all, and that brings a reason as to why you should divorce. Poor communication. Jackie just spoke before we went in for a break, and she was saying, should the married people still keep their single friends? You see, and having the single friends, there is a lot that really happens. Some people say, no, single friends are bad. Some people say single friends are good. So that's what she was definitely asking, and I think that's where we should begin from.
I have single friends and single colleagues.
Yeah.
And we are doing well. A person must know how to set boundaries.
Yeah.
My wife said in the beginning, we have to teach people how to treat us. We have to teach people also how to deal with us. Even my married friends, I do not allow them to discuss with me my marriage. They can't step there because I don't open that door. We talk about stuff, but my marriage is out of bounds. I sort my problems with my wife. Not even my brother has the leeway to interfere in my marriage. My brother loves my wife to bits, as if it's his blood sister. And that is mutual.
True.
You know, they don't have a boy at home. They are 4 girls.
So she found a brother.
So she
found a brother.
in him. And they bond very well. And I like that because you feel comfortable when the
Your
two people you love
Get
are okay
along.
with each other.
True.
So, but even him, he's my only brother. But he knows the only space he does not invade
Is your marriage.
is my marriage. He respects that.
You set the bar.
I set the boundaries. We talk about all the stuff, but not my marriage. So you can teach your friends as well. You don't need to be rude. We are talking about something, and then there comes Isaac and say, by the way, your wife, and then politely I can say, listen, I'm not comfortable talking about that. Let's talk about something else.
True.
If you do it again and I respond the same, you're going to read the book closed. This guy doesn't want
To discuss his wife.
to discuss his wife. So you're not going to touch that subject again. So some people say, no, I don't know how to stop them. You don't necessarily need to be rude. You just need to be stern. There are things I don't do. There are things I do. So for me, of course, keeping single friends who are up to no good, who are bringing negative contribution to your life, you shouldn't do that. But there are other single people who are really sane, and they are not going to say anything that is going to compromise your relationship. So it's not about being single or not. It's about choosing the character of the people you surround yourself with.
And do not discuss your spouse to others. It's very, very important because even if you have friends, single friends or married friends, never discuss your husband or your wife to them, because once you do that, you are opening a door now. That door, they can easily talk bad about your husband or your wife because you gave that. You gave them that platform to do so. So if you don't discuss about your spouse, they will never discuss.
They don't know what you've not told them.
They don't know,
because you've never said anything. It goes the same also to our parents. We can't be discussing our spouses
With our
to the
parents.
parents. Yes.
Because as we make up, then we
They've
For
not
them, they still
forgotten.
have the
they still have
the
that.
past.
And also remember that families are like this. This is my son. They are
Forever their son.
forever their son. They will take the side of the son. If the son goes to the mother, oh, my wife, this and this, they won't want to know that really the wife did or not. This is my son.
It doesn't
They
matter.
will protect their own son. So by the time you make up, they don't know that you made up. They still look at your wife with bad eyes.
And they feel sorry
That
for
woman
you.
was like this and this. So never discuss your spouse to anyone.
Powerful. And there was a topic on cheating of behind.
Before we
before
get
the
to
break.
cheating, still that whole friendship and all that. I have seen very many guys, very many people. It can be guys and ladies they have this particular, friend. Let's say, for example, Jack is my friend. She's not yet married. We are very good friends. And then when she gets married, yes, because of responsibility, automatically, and her immediate, her priority is her husband. But then I begin to complain, and I say, you know what? Ever since she got married,
male and female besties.
Ever since she got married, it may not be male and female, but it may be we may be all female or we may be all male. And I'm complaining, ever since Bishop got married, he no longer sees me around. We no longer chill together. We no longer have time together. And I begin to hate him, thinking he doesn't like me. Yet the single friends are failing to understand it is your priority changes. Yeah. Somebody once said, come against my wife, you automatically come against me.
That's me as well.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
me. You don't touch my wife.
Wow.
You don't.
Wow. Yeah.
Let me wow.
Nice, inspiring.
Yes.
Are you
yes.
inspired, man? You need to know what to do. Yeah. You need no one touches
Don't
your
touch
wife.
the wife.
Don't touch the wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone made a story and said they went to the zoo and they saw the male and female monkeys
Yeah.
cuddling and playing, being romantic. And on the other side there was a couple, a lion couple, male and female.
Yeah.
The male was sitting there and the female was sitting a bit far.
Yeah.
And this one said, "Oh, look at that monkey. The monkeys are more romantic than lions." Because
They know cuddles.
yeah, they are cuddling, they are doing everything. And the lion, look, the wife is there and
There's
there.
social distance.
There's social distance, a serious one.
Yeah.
And then the zoo guy said, you have no idea. Touch that female
Yeah,
and
and
see
you'll
what
see.
will happen. What romance is for the lion.
Yeah.
You
Protection.
can't protection.
That's the love language.
So my wife normally say when we counsel couples that people don't show their romance the same way.
The same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are different. One is going to show romance by buying chocolates and flowers, and another one is going to make sure that there is food on the table.
Yes, yeah.
Or the kids are well taken care of. So people have their different way of showing love.
Okay. Wow.
That's true. And the African way is that.
Yeah.
Provide for the family.
Yeah.
Are they eating meat? Do they have food they want? You want to eat rice? Eat. That's the African. Eh? You have power. Tick.
Tick.
School fees? Tick. What do you want? And you tell him that it's not romantic because he didn't call you. How?
How?
Was there an emergency? Why should he be? Why should he be calling you?
Call me fancy.
Hey, you didn't call me fancy
fancy
pants.
pants.
You see my friends, and then what? This was my dream. Eh? Anyway, ask you, what don't you have?
Listening to friends.
Yeah, true.
We
Listening
have
to
to be
friends.
very careful because as we keep friends, but sometimes those friends are not even happy for your marriage.
They want the
Yeah.
man.
They
You
want
want
to.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
have.
That's why you
They
see
want
swap
what you
deals.
have, yeah. That's why they are always negative.
Yeah.
And all that negative about marriage.
Yeah.
Sometimes they even ask you, are you really happy in this marriage? It's not because they care. Sometimes
Actually.
it's not because they care.
Recently, this year, is it this year when the Homestelling director passed on? Very popular schools. I'm sorry to say, but it's a popular story. So the director passes on. He was a born again Christian, but I think with 4 wives or more. And then the first wife, I think, first or second wife, when it was her turn to speak, first pointed at her co-wife. Said, "Today I will forgive you."
Yeah.
This was my best friend.
Hey.
Yes,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
clip
yeah, yeah.
went viral. This was my best friend. And the best friend of all those wives is the one they wedded. Yeah. And she said it, because now this was a powerful man, business mogul, the whole country on cameras. And she said this. So sad stories are real. Maybe she confided in this friend of hers, and the friend felt like, you don't know. Once I have the opportunity, she's
I
the
will
one they
take-
wedded.
yeah. Because also when they push you to divorce your friends, leave this guy and all that. You leave. Next time you see your husband married to
to
that-
your friend.
that
She
your
saw her
friend of
best
yours.
friend wedded, and she was not wedded.
Ah, man.
And she started the business with him. So that's what we should be learning. As we are confiding in our friends, maybe what you think is bad is their dream also. It's something they wanted to. So behind... when we're off air, Bishop said something, cheating is cheating. And I wanted to ask, are there things that cannot be forgiven in a marriage?
Yeah. Bishop, I don't know whether you have the same mind I am having. When you say cheating is cheating, I began to think, because most people think cheating is about me and getting another woman and but even just maybe like if I went behind my wife and began to speak ill about her, that is also cheating. If I started flirting with another girl, even if I didn't sleep with her, that is also cheating. So anything I do that is not in the confines of protecting our marriage, I am cheating against her.
A friend once said, no, but we were
just flirting.
We were sexting.
Yeah.
It was the first time I heard that.
It happens.
That we're sexting.
Yeah.
And then I said, what is that? And they said, no, we're in a group and everything. Then I said, listen.
They were in a group? It was a group thing?
Then I said, listen, this is cheating.
Yeah, true.
He was shocked. He was shocked. Until today, when we meet, he says to me, you told me something I had never heard. And it opened my eyes. Because I told him, you were cheating on your wife. From those texts you were sending and those notes, whatever they were, even if you didn't go to bed, but that was cheating. So cheating is cheating. A man must be faithful to his wife. A woman must be faithful to her husband. And if there is anything that does not satisfy you in the marriage, sit down and talk about it. Instead of making effort to go outside to do wrong things, make an effort to seek help. There are pastors. There are people who are professional, the counselors. If you don't want a religious way, you can look for a marriage counselor, which you sit down with and you see how you can be helped. I always advise people to come to us pastors, because I know that the pastor's table should be the only platform where you can open up without fear of being judged, even though it doesn't always happen like that.
Exactly.
But it should be like that.
Exactly.
I come and open up and I tell the pastor what I did with no fear that I'm going to be judged or I'm going to hear him from the pulpit talking about this.
I was going to say that maybe you can talk to some pastors listening in.
Yeah.
It's a problem in the country.
Yeah.
So a pastor, priest will move around. Now, some people are cheating on their wives and they keep looking at the person. When brother so-and-so came to me, and now this is a testimony. So it happens. And then people get scared of her. And sometimes without pointing, they just turn the situation into the testimony, into the sermon for the day. So...
And the person will never trust you, and will advise others never to talk to you. So as a man of God, you lose opportunity to save people and to help them. Because once people trust us, they trust us with their problems, and we have an opportunity to save them. And they will recommend others to us. And that's an opportunity to save one more soul to the kingdom of God. So keeping the trust and respecting confidentiality to men of God now is extremely important.
That is very, very true. So flirting, we say sexting is flirting, is cheating. Flirting is cheating?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is cheating.
Flirting is cheating because why are you flirting with someone who's not your husband? Or your wife, if you are married or you are in a relationship?
Why?
Because actually we cannot sugarcoat things to think because you are flirting you are not cheating.
Yeah, because you did nothing.
Even the Bible says that just the act or the thought of it, it's already cheating. Thinking about another woman who's not your wife or another man who's
You've cheated on your wife automatically.
So that's why I always say, for example, for me, I always say that I will never cheat even in the mind on my husband. God knows that. I will never cheat even in my mind. I would rather divorce than let's leave it.
Confuse your mind.
We don't want each other, but I would not cheat even in the mind because the Bible says that just the thought of it.
I'll say it in Uganda. Nkaddamu. Okubeera ng'oli mufumbo oba oli mu relationship. N'obeera ng'olina omuntu akusoyasoya obugambo bw'omusoya bw'akusoya bw'omusoya. Obeera okiitinze.
Now you see, just to add on that, just to add on that, you've heard of people say, this guy is cheap, this lady is cheap, this guy is cheap, this lady is cheap. People will think that being cheap is only sleeping with other men or other women. But you see, being cheap is also, it goes deeper than that. Flirting, speaking against your marriage, going whatever, just going to places you're supposed to go to. Now that is
Everywhere.
being cheap. Everywhere
Broad.
yes. So,
Very broad, because even what you accept, people what they should do to you, what you accept. You're
Yeah.
selling yourself cheap.
Yeah, true.
What you accept from your spouse as well.
Yeah.
They treat you anyhow. That's
yeah.
being cheap.
Yeah.
And you keep making excuses for them. Oh, he'll
Oh,
change.
he'll change.
He'll change. He'll get
He's a man,
better.
just being a
He's a
man.
man. But by the way,
Yeah.
speaking of just being a man, there are people who don't think it's love if a man is so sweet. Like, what's wrong with this man? He doesn't yell. He doesn't beat me. He's a gully. He's a
This
sissy.
is simple.
It's not serious. Like Njagalo Msajja. There's this a popular sound on TikTok. I want a man who come and throw me and say you're not going. I dress up and says don't go. Then I'll smile and say okay, I won't go. And for them, because they said you're not going, maybe she's dressed to go for a party and says no, you're not going. That's what I want. And there's it's
Then later on you are tired, you get divorced.
Yeah.
But it's what you asked for. And so many people, even online, many girls said, but if a man is not able to stop me, to say you're not going out today, no, I don't want to see you going there. Don't talk so and so. That man is not a man.
She's reminded me. There was a time, I think around 2013, I was doing a research about such men, someone who is always calm and all that. Why ladies don't seem to settle with guys
don't
like
like
that, and they
them.
want someone who is so
Rough.
active, rough, and all that. So I went to Makerere University and I found some girls. So I was talking to girls about that, and I said, why does every girl want a very nice guy, but when you get a nice guy, you tend to take advantage
want a
of
bad
them,
boy.
and you think they don't love you. And then this is what they told me. Many of them, a couple of them told me that when we see a guy who is very nice and we're in a relationship with a guy who is very nice, we tend to think this guy doesn't really love us. We want a guy who is jealous, a guy who can show his authority, a guy that's when we feel like
That's
he's
an
now being a
African
man.
man.
Yeah.
A manly man.
Yes, actually, there are some girls who believe that when my man does not beat me, he does
Slap
not
me,
love
give me
me. If he
some
does
more
not
slap.
slap me,
Who
he
you
does not
talking
love
to?
me.
Pia, pia.
Hey.
Yeah, and they're listening.
Sometimes it depends on their upbringing as well.
Yeah.
They saw their parents acting the same.
Their mom was beaten every day and she stayed.
Life is about choices.
Yeah.
To everything we say yes, we can also say no. To everything we accept, we can.
Go for that
Of
narcissist.
course, I don't agree that men should be yes, everything. The man is the head of the house.